2022 with faith, fitness, and the effective living community. Join us on Saturday, January 1st for our 5K prayer walk. Meet us at Great Trinity Forest Gateway Park in Dallas at 8 a.m. We'll be praying as a group and individually, the first of the year, while at the same time incorporating our fitness. Let's start 2022 together on the good foot.
Good morning. Hey, this is Coach RICARDO Miller, and I just had to get in here this morning because I said I wanted to remind you guys, you are about to be given another year. 365 days to be exact. There are so many people who are anticipating something new within the new year. It doesn't surprise me because it is during this time of the year you start hearing people say things like, next year is going to be my year. Well, I want to share this, and I thought, Ricardo, don't be a Debbie Downer, but I want to share that your year is never going to change if you don't change. Okay? Your commitment to living a life of constant improvement must be above anything, everything. It's like you saying, you know what? I want to get better. If you're a believer, your message still ought to be, I want to get better, all to the glory of God. I want to be a light that shines bright. I want to figure out how to work life in the way that I can get all that I can out of the time that I've been given. The unfortunate thing is there are a lot of people who are doing the same thing and expecting a different result. The unfortunate thing is, when you have that as your way of life, you can have a good heart and still remain stuck. I want to share something with you. I want to share a couple of things that I've come to discover as to if you keep focusing, working, being involved, and doing these same things, unfortunately, the result that will happen will be the same the result in times past. I don't know about you, but I am declaring that the rest of my life is going to be the best of my life. I'm on a mission, okay? It's called effective living. I'm on a mission to improving, all right? So every day I'm trying to improve, every week, every month, every year. And I have a community that's joining me, people who are connecting with effective living that simply says, I am not going to be given days and not use my days wisely. So you are about to be given 365 days. I wrote down some stuff for you. Don't go nowhere. You want to share this live with somebody right now. Share this live right now. Let me pray. Father, I thank you for each and every person that's watching this live right now. We're about to come to the close of a year, but Lord, there are people who have just been going year in and year out doing the same thing and expecting a different result. I come against strongholds. I come against bad habits. I come against limited thinking. And I ask God that you will free your people. May the practical information that I'm about to give right now liberate somebody and help them to capture the truth of their potential being maximized and the reality of what they got to do to get to where they're trying to go. So may this help someone right now, God. Father, those who may have gone through this year, having it been the roughest year they've ever gone through, may they understand that these principles can set them up to make the new year their best year. So bless this live right now and everybody watching it. It is in Christ's name I pray. Amen. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible live a life that is more in line with what they were created to live within. In other words, you got to figure out your potential and you got to decide to maximize it. You have a responsibility to discover your potential and maximize it to the fullest. Now, what I'm about to share, you're going to need to tag somebody because it's going to help. It's going to help you and it's going to help those you would have tagged, because there are just too many people who have given up on life and they don't know why they've given up on life, yet they're full of potential. They're the best dancer, best singer, best writer. You watch people on TV, you watch people on social media, you say, I'm better than her, I'm better than him, but you're still stuck. You're not going nowhere and you're wondering why. Well, I'm about to share with you why most people aren't going anywhere. Why most people are stuck. And the truth is, some people are going to turn this off because they don't want to hear it. But I'm here to tell you, those who will stick around, those who will write it down, those who will decide to apply what they discover that resonates and connect with their spirit, they'll find that fruit will remain. Fruit will be brought forth. That lives will be impacted because you decided to grab a hold of the truth. The truth shall set you free in 2022. Decide right now. You're not going to be afraid to hear what you need to hear. You're not going to be afraid to do what you need to do to get to where you're trying to go. I'm on a mission to becoming the best version of myself. The rest of this year, I am working on figuring out. You got to declare that with me. The rest of this year, I'm going to figure out what do I need to do to make this next year a better year. It's all about getting better. If you connect with Ricardo Miller, if you read my book, if you check the book out, it's all about getting better. It's all about getting better. I want you to get better. These effective living mornings, they're all about getting better. Okay, the blog that drops today, every Monday, I drop a free blog on my website. It's all about getting better. On this Saturday, the first Saturday in every month of 2022, for the people who said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. My body is just going its own way and I need to take control of my health. Guess what? Coach Ricardo Miller is doing it as a community. First Saturday of the month, we're going to be meeting together and working out together. Come on. So this Saturday, we're meeting in Dallas, Texas, and it's going to be a prayer time because it's the first day of the year, and it's going to be fitness. We're going to walk. We're going to do a little 5K. Come on, people. You better take care of your body. You know what I'm declaring? You know what I'm declaring, Jason Mason? You know what I'm declaring? I'm declaring that 2022 is divine health will be our portion. Divine health. No sick days in Jesus' name. Come on, no sick days in Jesus' name. Divine health be your portion. I'm coming for all that belongs to me in 2022, but I'm going to need my body. I'm going to need my body. So what I'm going to do is, there are some like-minded people like me. They like my energy. They like my message, and they feel as though they can connect with me. And I'm encouraging those people that's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to message me. Go to the website, register for the upcoming prayer walk and 5K. It's a prayer. Listen, health and fitness going into 2022. Faith and fitness going into 2022. Getting better in every area in 2022. How do y'all feel it? How do y'all feel it? Anyhow, let me go ahead and give y'all what I wanted to share with y'all. Nothing's going to change. Okay, you're going to keep the same thing happening to you if you don't make some adjustments. So here are 5 reasons why 2022 will be no different than 2021 for a lot of people. Okay, here are 5 reasons why 2022 is going to be the same for a lot of people as 2021. Okay, number 1, first thing, if you're watching this, you want to write these down. And you want to evaluate and assess your life. This is free stuff. This is free stuff. Okay? Number 1, no plan. They're going into the new year with no plan. They're going into the year with no plan, no vision. Okay? The Bible teaches us, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. You're making a mistake if you're going into the new year without a plan. You say, well, I've been making plans every year and it didn't go to where. Plans may change, but purposes do not. Don't be afraid to draw up a plan. Don't be afraid to draw up a plan. There's a quote out there that says, he who fails to plan is planning to fail. And so you got to decide that before you cross over into the new year, you need to spend some time with you to identify what's the plan. I'm about to be given a new year. What am I going to do with the new year? What's the plan? This year has been a great year for me. But 2020 was a great year for me as well. And 2019 was a great year for me. As a matter of fact, in spite of all of the high and lows and the pitfalls and the bumps in the road, I've been living an incredible life because every year I've chosen to live life within a plan. A plan will help you to survive if you work the plan appropriately. If you work the plan, it'll help you to survive some very challenging times. I like Joseph. The Bible talks about Joseph and how he gave Pharaoh a plan. He gave Pharaoh a plan for the good days or the good years, and he gave him a plan even for the bad years. You need to have a plan. Moving forward, go into the new year with a plan because nothing's going to change for the people who refuse to go into the new year with a plan. So 5 reasons 2022 will be no different than 2021. Number 1, you have no plan, you have no vision. It's going to mess you up. Number 2, you're unteachable. Number 2, you're unteachable. See, there are some people, because you're of a certain age, you feel as though you don't need to be told anything anymore. And when you read people's book, you read the book, you go into my book, This Effective Living, you are, oh, he didn't say anything I don't know. Okay? He didn't say anything I don't know. All right? And so you're not willing to learn. You're not teachable anymore, and you've adopted a bad habit. And that habit is that maybe you know, but because you're not teachable, you're not willing to receive. And so you have surface understanding in relation to content. So you know something, but you're not benefiting from what you know. So really at the core, you're not teachable. You're a little arrogant too. You got a little problem going on and you don't know it because you ain't as good as what you know. You know more than you're experiencing and your life sucks. And you're just having a bad run at life. And it's because you're not willing to be taught. You're not willing to learn. Well, Ricardo, I've read every book. Well, reading every book doesn't mean you learn anything from the books. Okay? And it's not about just content collecting. I've been pushing that you got to live beyond just merely grabbing a hold of a basic understanding. Okay? A basic understanding. You got to get to the point where, listen, what you know needs to benefit you. And what you can learn, you need to grab a hold of because you got to tell yourself, listen, I'm not going to waste another year. I am not going to waste another year. So for the unteachable people, you're not letting your parents say anything to you. You ain't got no teacher saying anything to you. Your boss can't say anything to you. And you're wondering why you can't get promoted on your job. You're wondering why your kids are a mess. You're wondering why your finances is going down the trash hole. You're wondering why your health ain't doing nothing but just simply decaying. You're wondering why your life sucks. It's because you're failing to understand. Life is all about principles. If discovered and applied, you get the benefits. But if you violate the rules of engagement, okay, and the person who's unteachable will be the person who will remain stuck. Okay, the person who is unteachable will remain where they are and won't experience progress and success. You got to be teachable. And so, unfortunately, 2020 will remain like 2021 for the unteachable. For the unteachable. Now, here's the deal. Make sure that you have not embraced a new habit that I see very popular. It's very common now, and that is everybody knows what someone is saying. They say, well, he ain't saying nothing I don't know. She ain't saying nothing I don't know. And that's because we've become just interested in knowing. And that makes us feel as though we're teachable because we have sat at the feet of some people and we've heard enough. We've watched enough videos. We've read a few books and we've gone enough places to where we say we know. But information gathered but not applied is useless. Okay, let me say it again. Information gathered but not applied is useless. The goal is not just to know. The goal is to be transformed by what you know. The truth will set you free when you apply the truth that you discover. The truth will set you free when you apply it. You know how many people are stuck year in and year out? Not because they don't know, it's because they have not taken themselves to a higher level of understanding, which is information is not just to be gathered. It's not just to know. Now what's this? The third one, guys, we're talking about, here are 5 reasons 2022 will be no different than 2021. Number 3, unprepared and not ready. The year is coming, but you're not prepared. Okay, a new year is coming. January is coming and you're not prepared. February is coming and you're not prepared. Spring is coming again and you're not prepared. Summer is coming again and you're not prepared. In 2021, you were not prepared, and in 2022, you're about to not be prepared again. Some of y'all need to share this message because it is in times like these, we need to be knocked in the head and get a wake-up call because too many opportunities are presenting themselves, but we're not prepared. Tag somebody who needs to hear this message. They didn't lose because they didn't have the gift. They lost because they weren't prepared for the opportunity that presented itself when they were supposed to properly utilize the gift. If you are not prepared for when opportunity presents itself, you're going to lose. And opportunities are coming. Hey. Opportunities are coming. 2022 is going to be loaded with opportunities. Let me say that again. 2022 is going to be loaded with opportunities. But the people that are prepared for the opportunities are the people that will benefit. Those are the people that's going to find themselves winning in this new year and excelling, because here's the deal, someone's going to do well in 2022. And I have my bet. I put everything on the fact that I believe that the prepared will be the ones who is going to extract more out of the year than the unprepared. If you are unprepared in 2022, when opportunities present themselves, you are going to lose. Boy, you say, Ricardo, boy, you coming hard today. I coming out because, boy, listen, have you shared this yet? Have you tagged this yet? See, the content is real, man. This stuff, it'll work if you work it. It will work if you work it. At some point, you need to get a message that simply says, boy, this dude is just really trying to shake it up and trying to get me up. I don't want you to keep going around the same mountain. I don't want you to keep going around the same year in and year out to the point where you become so accustomed to losing that you don't even try anymore. There are some people that will watch this live. They're not going to even write out some goals for the new year because they've written out goals before, but they didn't discover the principles on how to bring those goals to life. And so they believe it doesn't work. There are some people who, they're like, ready? Am I ready? I was born ready. No, you weren't born ready. You got to prepare yourself to be ready. And you haven't been preparing yourself. Some of you are praying. You're praying, but you're not preparing. You listen, man, you got to start preparing for what you're praying for. Okay? You're praying, but you're not preparing. You're praying, but you're not. Listen, man, you want a house, but you ain't taking the care of that apartment. You want a better car, but you ain't maintaining the car you got right now. You want a man in your life. You want a woman in your life. You want somebody to live with forever. But then you're not even good company to yourself. You're not prepared. You are not prepared. Okay, Ricardo, you're going in a little bit too much. No, I'm not. This is my platform. This is my life. And I am sick and tired of meeting people who find themselves at the same junction within the same year of the new year. And they're like, the next year, the next year, the next year, the next year. Nothing's going to change until you change. If you're not preparing yourself for this new year, chances are you won't get what you're supposed to get out of this new year. The next thing is, guys, 2022 will be no different than 2021 to the undisciplined and lazy person. 2022 will be no different than 2021 to the lazy, undisciplined person. I am talking to the person who only function based on how they feel. Who, listen, man, you're talented, but you're broke. Okay? Okay? You got a lot going for you, but you ain't got your heart's desire. You gotta ask yourself, why? Why is it that I have so much going for me, but I don't have my heart's desire? Well, Coach Ricardo Miller is out this morning. Call it the ugly truth if you want to call it that. What you got to know is the undisciplined person is never going to acquire the level of success that their potential says that they can have. You can have potential that speaks to the fact that you can be a global difference maker in the earth. But if you're lazy, if you're undisciplined, you're going to be the guy who went to school with LeBron James and says, you know what, I went to school with LeBron and I was better than him. Well, maybe because you were lazy and outright undisciplined, you never made it to the top. And see, discipline is necessary for effective living. Okay? Discipline is necessary. You got to be disciplined, and then you got to tell yourself, I'm not going to be lazy. The Bible tells us that a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands, poverty will come upon you. Come on, you can't be lazy and talk about you want all that belongs to you within a new year. You got to be diligent. Okay? You got to be committed to giving it all you can and getting everything you could out of every day that is given to you. So the undisciplined and the lazy person, an undisciplined person will be limited in what they will achieve. Discipline is necessary. Watch this. Discipline is necessary. Discipline is necessary for effective living. It is a necessary ingredient. You're never going to experience success at the highest level if you're not disciplined. Well, Ricardo, I struggle with this one. You're not a rock. You can change. Change your mind. Change your behavior. Change how you show up on a daily basis. Okay? Because what you have done so far has gotten you right where you are. And if you want something different, you're going to have to do something different. So stop doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It's never going to happen. Okay? You're going to have to discipline yourself in proportion to your potential. Someone needs to write that down. You need to discipline yourself in proportion to your potential. You said, I see millions in my future. Then make sure your work ethic matches millions, okay? I see a spouse in my future. Make sure your daily behavior and practice matches that of a spouse. I see children in my future. Make sure your parental understanding is in direct proportion of children coming into your life. Oh my goodness, I see me with multiple business. Then let me tell you something. Your discipline, your work ethics, your drive, all have to match what you say you see. But there are a lot of people who could say they see much in a new year, but they're not doing much with themselves in regards to getting ready for what they see. You need to draw up a plan, okay? You'll need to go ahead and just decide, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to be teachable. I'm going to get help. What else I'm going to do? I'm going to start preparing myself for what I've been praying for. What else am I going to do? I am going to be disciplined. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to discipline myself to acquire what I'm supposed to get within this new year. And last but not least, 2022 will be no different than 2021 when you don't have a coach or a mentor. When you don't have a coach or a mentor, I've been teaching that someone is assigned to help you. Somebody says, well, I don't know who's assigned to help me. Then you got to increase your skill set to be able to identify who's assigned to help you, because you're not alone. There's a quote out there like goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Maybe your coach may cost you something, but be it as it may, you are not alone in fulfilling your life's assignments. Someone is assigned to help you. You may have to go back to school and get a professor to help you. You may have to get a pastor to mentor you. Come on, you may have to just know. A mentor, a coach, a tutor, whatever you want to call it, just know. In order for you to fulfill your life's purpose, you got to be willing to allow someone to help you. Life at its best cannot be lived to the fullest without the support of the people who are assigned to help us get there. The student needs the teacher, okay? The student needs the teacher. Now, there are people, you want a house, you're gonna need a carpenter, you need a construction team, you're gonna need contractors, you want your yard to be on point. Listen, if you try to do everything in and of yourself to get to the top, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. Be prepared in 2022 to embrace the help, the support team, the people that God would have placed in your life to help you to get to where you're trying to go. I was telling someone not so long ago that I am the collective contribution of a lot of incredible people who have helped me to become who I am today. And to this day, I'm still drawing on all of the people that God will have come my way to help me to get to the next season or the next level. Understand, someone is assigned to help you. But if you don't embrace someone coaching you, you don't embrace someone mentoring you, you don't embrace someone helping you to bypass some of the roadblocks and the pitfalls of life, because someone has been where you're trying to go. Get help. Get help. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I gotta go. It's Monday, y'all. It's going to be a beautiful day. If you have not gone to my website and check out this week's blog, check out this week's blog. It's going to be good information that's going to help you prepare for the new year. I know this. You got so much more in you than what you're currently experiencing. You just got to decide. I'm going to work it until I make it. Don't do the fake it until you make it. Work it until you make it. Understand that the rest of your life can still be the best of your life. I hope to see as many of you guys on Saturday. Prayer and fitness coming together, starting the new year off right. God bless you. Bye-bye.